1969, a man landed on the moon. That same year, another man was brought into the world, Deepak Kamath, a man trying to ride around the globe on a motorbike. So far, 49 countries, over 3 decades. 34 of those countries on this wonderful bike, the Bajaj Dominar. Today, we're going to have a conversation with him as to why a man, some will say crazy enough, to travel all the way from Bangalore in India to a place like Accra, through South Africa, Namibia, Mozambique, Nigeria, and the likes. Today we're going to have a conversation that could change your life and that could inspire you. You're welcome to the Auto Showroom.
City TV is live. On DSTV, go to channel 363. On GoTV, access City TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and Star Times box. City TV, it's your world.
Deepak Kamath, the man and the bike, the man on a mission. For about 3 decades, one man has been traveling around the world, 7 different continents, seeing the world like never before. Now, rested, right next to his beautiful bike, the Bajaj Dominar. I'm standing right next to my Yamaha XSR. What are we about today here at the Black Star Square? Now, he is on a mission to travel the world and do so many things, but not just to travel, but also to do so many things across the world, to show people that, whilst you live, you must as well take time off to, see beautiful parts of the world. Welcome to the Auto Showroom.
Thank you, Bobby. Thank you so much.
Pleasure to have you here.
This one,
and that one. Wow.
Yeah.
I mean, is this your first time in Ghana?
Absolutely, yes. And I've really loved every moment of me being and riding around in your place. Right from the time I entered the Aflao border, I've been having a great time. In fact, I stopped by a place where there was a wedding kind of a thing happening, and there was this your cultural dance. I loved it. I asked them, can I please film it, because it's courtesy to ask before I pull out my camera, and I really enjoyed. And it'll be in one of my strongest memories of a very beautiful entry into your country.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Now you've traveled across the world on beautiful bikes. The Dominar, bikes and all. You've been from Anchorage to Ushuaia. You've been from Russia to, Kyrgyzstan, multiple places. Why the passion? Why the odyssey to travel the world on your bikes?
I believe that the world is more beautiful when you travel on 2 wheels. So let me circle back. I started traveling around my own country on a bicycle.
In the 1980s?
1988.
Yes.
1989, there was a failed attempt to travel around the world on a cycle. I was unprepared, unplanned. Yeah. There was absolutely nothing that was in place for me to actually do a proper bicycling around the world. Yeah. And that's also when I realized that the world is such a big place that I don't have all the time in my life to cycle around. Yeah. But to each his own. I have the highest respect of people who are still traveling around the world on a cycle. My heart goes out to them. So, all the best, and Godspeed to those people who are doing that. But for me, I switched on to motorcycling, and I've not looked back since 1991. 1994, I took a Yazdi, which is a motorcycle from the Czechoslovakian Java company, a 250cc air-cooled machine, and 2-up with my friend who's a mechanic. We went around the world in 47 days.
47 days?
17 countries across 6 continents. 42,000 kilometers in 47 days. But if I have to look back at those times, and I look back now, I really feel I should have slowed down, because the world is such a beautiful place. it's not a place for you to be zipping around.
Yeah.
So fast forward to 2017
Yes.
is when this brand of motorcycle was launched, the Bajaj Dominar, which is a 400cc, a single cylinder with roughly around about 33 to 40 bhp of engine, because it's scaled up in the last 3 years. And I've been traveling on specific routes which I've always wanted to travel the world. So
Specific Odysseys.
specific Odysseys, yes. So in 2017, I took to the road from Uzbekistan, named the Trans-Siberian Odyssey.
Yes.
So Uzbekistan, Tajikistan,
Kyrgyzstan,
Kyrgyzstan,
yes.
Kazakhstan, Mongolia and Russia, leading a team of 3 and on the Road of Bones, which is one amongst the most dangerous roads in the world, and flying the tricolor at places where Indians have not set foot. So that's been one of my mission in my life, that I should take my motorcycle to places where I can fly my tricolor and say, here's a proud mad Indian who's doing. Yeah, and 2018, yes, I led a team of 3 again from Anchorage in Alaska.
Yeah.
Took them all the way to Arctic Ocean, again covering a couple of more dangerous roads. The Dalton
At the
Highway.
top of the world.
Absolutely, there's a top of the world highway which connects US into Canada. There's actually a top of the world highway which connects the US into Canada. Yes. And then wind down into Vancouver, and that's where my partner in crime also joins in, which is my wife.
Yeah.
So she joins me as my pillion across into Vancouver, into Montana. Then we zip across towards New York via the Niagara Falls,
Still coming down.
and then cutting across, horizontally towards San Francisco. And then she goes back home, and then I take the team down all the way through the Baja California, into the LATAM countries, into Panama, fly
Mexico,
across to Colombia,
Wow.
and all the way down to Ushuaia. 15 countries, 51,000 kilometers in about 99 days. Again, I believe it's still fast. People take almost a year to do that route. But yes, we are on motorcycles, and in my travels, I always felt that the world is really big. You cannot see this world in one lifetime. That's what I believe, because for me, it's just not about travel.
Yeah.
It's also about a lot many other priorities in life. Family, it's always first.
Yes.
Giving the best of education to my daughter, and of course, like addressing family matters, building a social lifestyle, and at the same time, like ensuring that I buffer in enough time for traveling. So
You've been doing a lot.
I've been doing a lot. Yeah,
Wow.
you can
So-
say that.
So
Yeah.
now you've done the North America, South America, Odyssey. But why Africa? You're doing an Afro Europe Odyssey. Talk to me about that as well.
Well, I always believe save the best for the last. and I believe that having done the Trans-Siberian, having done the Polar Odyssey, this is possibly my last big ride, which will span months. I'm hoping that I'll be on the road for at least 8 months. I've already done 4. I'm looking forward to another 4 months on the road.
Yeah.
I've done about 13 countries until Ghana on this particular ride. This is my 49th country around the world. The Western African corridor, there are a lot of people who perceive that this is one of the most dangerous destinations. And surprisingly, I found them to be all wrong. I did not come here with the perception that I'm going to hit a pocket of dangerous people, dangerous borders, dangerous animals. I've really enjoyed every bit of my time on the road for the last possibly 4 months, roughly around about 60 odd days on the road, but I've given myself a lot of break in staying back in places, primarily to get my visas, because as an Indian, I need a visa to all the countries that I travel in this continent. Every country should give me a visa, and these visas should be issued from your home country. But here I am piggybacking on the support of the Indian government, who's trying to help me bridge me across to the various embassies where I need my visas. And as a protocol, each country has their own protocol with my country. Like in case my country gives Ghanaians a 3-month visa, the Ghana embassy also gives me, an Indian, a 3-month visa. So obviously when I start my ride from Africa or South of Africa, my visa is gonna run out. So it takes a lot of planning to make sure that my visas don't run out. I stay back in a place where I can plan the next few countries of my visa, then keep to my travels effortlessly, seamlessly, no borders stopping me, all are welcoming, and I get to enjoy the country as I should, without the fear or pullback that, oh, I don't have a visa, what should I do? No. This is what planning is all about. Travel is the least bit of it. Traveling on a motorcycle from one point to other is the least bit of it. It's how you prepare yourself, mind over matters, getting your logistics right, getting your paperwork right, because nobody likes to be stopped at the borders for want of a particular documentation.
Frustrated. So now talk.
And then there are people who go up on the social media platform and say, oh, this border has been very difficult. My question to that gentleman, do you have your paperwork in order? No, I'm an European, they should give me visa at the border. Now, COVID has changed a lot of protocol. The borders have the authorization, do not have the authorization to issue visa at the borders. So they're doing their job. We can't question them. But people like me with, with the visas and diplomatic communication have really helped me a lot.
They made things easy.
That's made absolutely easy.
Now, for those watching, summarize the Africa trip so far. Shortly. Where did you start from? Which key countries have you gone through? And what are some of the exciting things you've seen, before coming to Ghana?
Well, the most exciting bit has been landing in Durban on the 23rd of November with my wife, and waking up to Omicron announcement on the 24th of November. We were holding with a lot of bated breath that the president of South Africa does not change anything in his 26th presidential address, and thankfully he did not. It was status quo, and everything was as is, which helped us to travel across the South African region. And we also celebrated 25 years at Cape Agulhas, which is the southernmost tip of the African continent. Now let me say, I started my ride from Cape Agulhas, and then as was the plan, my wife was to fly back after enjoying South Africa, and I moved on into Mozambique, into Zimbabwe, into Botswana, into Namibia, into Angola, to Democratic Republic of Congo, the Republic of Congo, into Cameroon, into Nigeria, into Benin, Togo, and here I am.
To Ghana. Wow, and all on this bike?
Yes, absolutely. 27,000 kilometers so far.
On the door, just briefly about the bike. How important has it been for your journey, riding on these two wheels?
Well, honestly, for me, I've tried and tested this machine across the STAN countries, the 15 countries across the American continents, and it has never stopped, which is really important, because I believe that you spend more time enjoying your journey rather than stopping down and trying to fix your bike.
Fix your car.
Fix my bike.
The Bajaj Domino.
Yes. So I believe in that sense, it's been brilliant that it's absolutely reliable, and that makes a whole lot of difference. And I'm completely loaded. I'm traveling solo on this particular journey, so I'm carrying about 15-17 kilos of luggage as my spares, an equal amount of luggage, with my kits, which includes the engine oil, my tent and my dress and some tools. And
I see you with your Indian flag.
Absolutely. I always make it a point. I always make it a point to carry the Indian flag, and this was given to me by His Excellency the Ambassador when I reached Mongolia. Do you want to just hold this?
Sure.
So whenever I cross borders, I tell the immigration guys, hey, do you want to hold this for me and take a picture? So we take a picture at the borders, and that makes it even more interesting. And they ask me, why do you need this? I said, it's for my memory that you've been nice. You came out of your office, you held my tricolor, and you took a picture with me. So when I go back home and look back on some of the beautiful moments, I believe that you have made a difference. My entry into your country has been very memorable. And that's when I tell people, yes, this is how it is. So
it's a pleasure meeting you. Now, just finally, so from here, you're currently in the car, Black Star Square. Where is the journey taking you next? Which countries are you going to, and where is your final destination?
Well, from here I head into Ivory Coast. I head into Abidjan this Sunday. And from there I head into Guinea. Guinea into Guinea-Bissau. Guinea-Bissau into Senegal, Gambia, Senegal, Mauritania, Morocco.
Oh my
and
God.
that's where my wife's gonna join me back. I mean, the Kingdom of Morocco has been really nice.
Wow.
They said you should get your wife and enjoy our kingdom together.
Wow.
And then we're gonna sail out of Tangier into Sète in France, and we're gonna do a whole lot of countries in Europe before I finally end my journey in Turkey. That would be around the first week of August.
Wow.
Now, during this time, I'm particularly looking at covering 75 countries, primarily because India is celebrating 75 years of Indian independence.
Okay.
We have been calling this, it's a very joyous moment as Azadi Ki Amrit Mahotsav, which is celebrations of 75 years of Indian independence. So I hope that I would be able to cover 75 countries by then. Yeah.
Beautiful. Now, I mean, for the boy from Bangalore, I mean, if you look back, would he dream that you'd be doing this?
Well, the dream's always been big. I've had my own benchmarks in travel, always looked at doing something phenomenal. I wouldn't say that this was not expected, but I somehow feel that it was not as big as I had thought.
Wow.
I mean, it's even bigger than I thought. I mean, it is. I'm living a very large dream that I could, I can try to manage. But yeah, people have been nice all along the journey. I think people have made a great deal of difference.
Yes.
I may be the face of the Odyssey, but behind me there are so many people trying to support and making sure that I don't stop. There's a whole lot of support coming my way in almost any form and every form that I can think of, and I think that makes a lot of difference for me to keep up my spirits and determination to hit the road. Yeah.
And family has been important in that.
Absolutely.
For the 30 years, you've not been riding for 30 years.
Absolutely
You've
not.
taken time out.
Absolutely.
To take care of family.
Yes, I
Talk to me
believe.
about
I believe it is really important for people to focus on family. It is the family that should and always come first. In case you are married, the responsibilities are towards the family. You have a kid, the best of education, and making sure that the lifestyle is something that you really want. And I'm there. 20 years of my life just concentrating in getting the family right. And today my daughter is studying in one of the most prestigious university, doing her masters in the United Kingdom. As a parent, I couldn't have asked for anything better. And I have an equally, mad woman behind me who says, let's do it. Come on, let's do it. So it makes it that much more easier when people ask me, does your family miss you? I said, no, the family is always with me.
Always with you.
I mean, for me, my wife has been really nice. She's taken to my way of travel, but it might not be the case with everyone. So my suggestion is that, scale down to your family's need and make sure that you travel together. Once in a while, it's okay for you to travel alone, but try and make an effort that you travel with your wife. That's the message.
So I'm going to bring an enthusiastic rider also to join the conversation.
Lovely.
Mr. Daniel Ashirufi to join us. Before he comes, though, quick tips for people who want to do such a thing in Africa and across the world. Yes.
Well, it's always mind over matters. Think you can do it, you have won half the battle.
Great.
You should have a lot of enthusiasm and determination in you, and make sure that nothing will pull you down, because there will be a lot of challenges, there will be a lot of hurdles, there will be a lot of roadblocks, but always make sure that you stay glued on to focus on your goals. That's really, really important.
Like your mentors, Neil Armstrong, and then
Absolutely. Armstrong, for the sheer the way he landed himself on the moon in '69, and Lance Armstrong, a multiple time Tour de France winner. He's a go-getter. Let's keep his controversies aside, but that man is a winner. He's something that I really adore, and that brings in a lot of determination and motivation for me.
So we're here with one of the leading faces when it comes to biking in this country, the CEO of Gear Shift. Now, he's been an enthusiast when it comes to bikes, and I'm sure you are an inspiration to him.
We've been traveling together ever since I've reached this place, and this man's been phenomenal in taking me around. My only jealousy is he gets a new bike every time he comes out. So
It's because I'm hope.
Great, good.
If
Also,
I were on the road, I'm sure I will be like him.
no, I mean, he's. I know you also travel across Ghana at some point.
Yeah, he makes me look like a toddler.
Wow.
No.
He makes me look like someone who has just become. I mean, I've done.
Dan,
country
I've
two
been in your
times,
Dan, I've been in your place, so let's not get to that.
Yeah, but he inspires me.
Yeah, inspires
he makes
you.
me want to do more.
Yeah.
I mean, the next on my radar is to tour from Ghana to South Africa.
Wow.
For a start, I'm dragging him to Morocco now.
I was going to do West Africa, but because of what he's done, I'm just going to leave the West Africa and then head straight to South Africa.
But what do you make about his odyssey? I mean, the journey he's been on, 30 years mixing family, we're traveling across the
First of all, the bike that he's on, it's not a bike I would have wanted to go on the tour with. So that's phenomenal by every standard. I am applauding him for the fact that he chose to go
The
with
Bajaj
this bike.
Dominant.
Yes. I wouldn't have on a bike like this, but now going forward, maybe I'll look at this
Wow.
bike because of what the bike has done. The
Wow.
bike has impressed me so much, as well as the one who chose the motorcycle.
It's very simple. The way I look at it, big bikes, big trouble.
That is very
When you're traveling, what's the speed that you do? You do about 80, 100 because
Yeah.
you're on the road to enjoy the landscape. If you're zipping at 200 miles,
You don't see
you need
anything.
you need to go to the racetrack.
I mean, the man has blown me off completely.
Wow. I mean, now for you, he's advised that people should be determined, prepare well, mind over matter, and
I mean, I've always been like that,
Yeah.
but I've seen it at a different
It's a
level.
different
now.
level.
Yes, I've always been like that. I mean, I did around Ghana
Mhm.
in 2021.
yeah.
I did another one in 2022.
Yeah.
I almost didn't do 2022 because I had already done it.
Yeah.
But there were places that I couldn't get to see in 2021. So that was what drove me
Yeah.
to do the second one. So you need to have that mind over matter. Yes, it's very necessary.
Awesome. Now we've been treating on the auto showroom. We do safety of cars, safety of bikes, and the likes. Now, for experienced bikers like yourself, what are some of the key things when it comes to safety that people should look out for when riding not just long distances but also short distances?
First of all, you need to know that you're going to spend a lot of hours on the road. You need a lot of patience,
Yeah.
lot of patience.
Yeah.
Because if you are going to rush, you are going to crash.
Yeah.
It's very, very soon. So patience is number one. Two, riders are supposed to be attired a certain way. You need to be attired like that. If you're not going to attire like that, first of all, even cold can take you out.
Yeah.
I'm not saying something should happen, but if there's a fall, you're going to have bruises. And sometimes where you are somewhere in Namibia, who is going to take care of your wound? I mean, so clearing up right is very important, and a lot of patience. A lot of patience. If you're not experienced, don't venture this.
Mr. Kamath, do you have any words on safety?
Well, I really believe people should exercise a lot of patience because all along the Western Corridor, I've ridden through so many smaller towns and capitals of these countries. I see people in a mad rush. One thing that we don't respect is somebody else is also using the road.
Yeah.
We just ignore a car or a motorcycle on either side, and we just want to squeeze in. So chances are I might hit that man.
Yeah.
Now, with over 30 years plus experience behind me on a motorcycle, I believe, I'm sure I'm not going to crash into somebody. Somebody else is going to come and crash into me. So it's more of a experience to avoid that crash. Defensive, yes. As long as people concentrate on patience, slow down, let the other person go, speak to each other. Please.
Say that when you ride a motorcycle, you should ride as though you're a stepchild living with step-parents.
Okay.
Don't expect anyone to take care of you, or no one owes you a responsibility on the road, even though legally they are supposed to, but in reality they don't. So ride as though everybody is out there to kill you.
Wow, interesting way to look at it.
Yeah.
Wow, so thank you so much. I mean, Deepak, anything you're looking forward to enjoying in Ghana? Any jollof rice? I know you've been in Nigeria.
Okay, you really need to be good with your jollof rice because my friends in in Nigeria have told me, the jollof rice in Nigeria is great. And Benin guys, Ghanaians also will say the same thing. Now, you got to taste that and give a fair opinion. I said, I definitely will.
I mean, we've even stopped competing with Nigeria. The worst jollof in Ghana is better than
the best one in Nigeria.
So you can eat any jollof in Ghana and see for yourself.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, wonderful conversation with a man who's doing amazing things. I mean, in his lifetime.
Bobby, I would like to add on something here. For me, I believe it's people of each country that's made my travel really beautiful.
Great.
Border crossings have been absolutely wonderful. I usually neutralize politics and religion. I don't bring them into my discussions at all because that's not in our purview.
That's true.
But what really is in our purview is meeting with people. Getting to know one another in one way or the other. It can be over, a plate of local
rice, yes.
Absolutely, and roadside conversations. everybody would ask me, where am I from? The minute I say I'm from India, they're taken aback. Where am I riding from? So from South Africa. Wow, and then the conversation builds up.
Yeah.
So I believe people have been absolutely brilliant, absolutely hospitable. And that's what I think, is the biggest motivation to do the Western Corridor of Africa. Wow. I mean, I got it right.
Beautiful.
Nothing could have gone wrong. Nothing at all.
I know. It's beautiful. We're happy to have you here as well.
Thank you so much.
And your wonderful, Domino. Beautiful
Thank you.
bike.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm here to ensure that by the time he ends his journey, Ghana would have been the best country he visited. Hospitality and
Absolutely. I mean, say I've been hearing this from the last few countries that I've been traveling, but I believe, as I said, people like Dan and his friends, and all the people who have been so nice to me here is what really matters. I mean, after all, what do we take back home? It's memories. It's memories and these moments that we stitch together and tell the world that these are my friends from Ghana. These are my friends from Nigeria. These are my friends from Namibia. And when I tell them, my heart swells with so much pride that, I say that, I am a global citizen because I have family all around the world.
Deepak Kamath.
Yes.
The man who says, build me more roads. Because he's basically traveled, on almost all the roads across the world, multiple continents, and he's still going on and motivating people and also trying to see the world, like you said, creating memories. We're going to go for a short break. When we return, we'll bring you more.
City TV is live on DSTV. Go to channel 363. On GoTV, access City TV on channel 182. On a digital TV, please press the menu button on the remote control and run a new search on your TV. Take note that without an antenna, you cannot access City TV on your television. City TV can be accessed on a free-to-air digital box like the GoTV and StarTimes box. City TV, it's your world.
So from these two beautiful bikes and myself, the Yamaha XSR, the Bajaj Domina, it's been an amazing episode on the Auto Showroom. Many thanks for watching. We'll catch you next week with another exciting episode.